Oh.
Hello, everyone. We are going to tell you guys how we met. Well,
Yeah.
my wife is basically going to tell you the story. I'm going to look here and look pretty.
Uh-huh. Hi. So, I had just moved back from Texas. I was staying with my parents. And my cousin drove by with Ron in the car. And, excuse me, I was sitting on the porch. My cousin beeped the horn. And I looked over up at the car.
And he set me up.
And I seen him in the passenger seat. And he was looking at me.
And he set me up, I'll tell you that.
And then I asked my cousin who he was. And he said, oh, it's my boy Ron. You want to meet him? I was like, yes, but not yet. I'm not ready because I was just got home. Had been moving all over the place. I used to live. I was married. And so I didn't want to meet him just yet. Well, he brought him over like a day or two later anyway.
Yeah, it was like 2 days later. And to jump into where she's at before she tells the rest, he didn't even say anything to me. He came to my house. We was chilling for like an hour before it was time to go to work. On the same day that he brought me over to her parents' house. And he was like, oh, I'm going to take you to my cousin's house. I was like, nah, we ain't going to your cousin's house. We're going to work. He was like, nah, we're going to go like a half hour earlier. We're going to go kick it with them for a minute. And we're going to go to work. Work is only 15 minutes from the house. And I was like, all right, you're right. And he didn't say anything about my cousin Dawn. He didn't say a freaking word. All he said was...
Well, Pete, though, even still now, he's man a few words.
He said, we're going to go to my cousin's house. We're going to hang out for a minute. And we're going to go. And then, guess what he did? We drove all the way there, not talking about anything about cousins. And as soon as we pull up to the driveway, he says, oh, by the way, my cousin wants to meet you.
Well, he set us both up. Because I told him no.
She had this fucking... she had this tracksuit on. It was the funniest
Anybody
thing.
who remembers living in New Jersey in the 90s, the tracksuit was the thing, okay?
I'm telling
and it was
you.
the swishy one.
She was flammable.
So, I think we told this before, didn't we? Maybe
They don't know.
Maybe in another video.
No, you told
we
other
talked about
people.
it a little bit.
You told us, but they don't know the whole thing. We told them the whole thing.
So, he brought him over. I'm like, oh, God. Why did he bring this guy over here?
Yeah,
So, I had on my
her
tracksuit.
Her plaid tracksuit.
It wasn't plaid. It was blue.
It was.
And I had on a neon green Fila shirt.
It was swishy.
With Fila sneakers on.
Looking swishy.
I had my hair in 2 cornrows.
Swishy.
With a bang. The big New Jersey bang.
And she had a forehead to go with that bang.
First of all, there's nothing wrong with this forehead. Okay. So, we talked for a few minutes. And then I asked him for his phone number. And they went on to work.
Yeah, I didn't talk to her for about, a week? Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe longer?
It wasn't that long. We talked a couple times on the phone, and then we went out.
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't playing no hard to get or nothing. It was just, we were busy. Like, I was working 6 days a week.
I wasn't busy. I was unemployed. Sitting at my parents' house.
We was working.
I didn't have shit to do.
We was working 6 days a week. We was working 8, 9, 10, 11-hour days. And we, you know what I mean? When I came home, I got off maybe, we had to be to work at like 2, 3 in the afternoon. And we didn't get home till 12, 1 in the morning. Sometimes 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, he was trying to make me a booty call, I think. Yeah.
I didn't want nothing of this until later on, and then I wanted to be involved. But yeah, I didn't want to be I didn't care that was my boy's cousin. All I wanted to do was, and bye.
He's so full of it.
In the beginning, that's where it was at. Now you know that.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, that's where it was at. But she wasn't giving up, y'all.
First of all, he didn't even kiss me until like 2, 3, 4 weeks later.
I was scared of her. Her breath stink. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding.
And then we were together ever since.
Yeah, we've been together for 29 years.
29.
Tell him, how long?
I think we've been saying 20 years, but I think this is just about to be our 20th year.
Yeah, because our nephew is
21.
21.
And our niece is 19.
Yeah, and I was here before she was
And
born.
he was here for her birth.
I was here
So-
a year before she was.
No, not a whole year.
Yeah,
you
she-
came while Key was pregnant, I think.
No, she wasn't even here. She wasn't here. She wasn't even pregnant yet. Donovan was 1 year old when I got here and was here. And then
So 19, 20, 21 years we've been together.
no.
But who's counting? I'm not counting.
20 years, y'all. And it's been a roller coaster. And we're doing it. And we're going to accomplish our goals. And it's not easy, but you can do it. If you're in a relationship and you mean it and you want to be involved and you only want to be with that person, you're going to have your roller coasters. But find somebody positive to talk to when you're in those really bad moods and moments and you want to do something stupid, don't do it.
And that's the key. You have to have good friends, and you have to have positive friends, and you have to have people who are happy in their relationships and not jaded, because you don't want to hear people, when you get into an argument with your person and then your friends are like, oh, do you fuck that person or whatever. No, you don't want those type of people in your life. You want positive people, and even if they agree with you, you don't need them. If you're bad mouthing your person, you don't need your friends to chime in, because that's not a good friend. You need somebody who is staying neutral
and let them blow off. Let that individual blow off steam without being involved with the negativity at the moment. Just saying, hey, that's not nice. Blah blah blah. I know you mad. And whatever. But if you got that person in your corner that's right with you and spitting negative with you, that's
destructive. That's not good for your relationship.
And that's venom. You don't need that venom in your veins.
And just have those few people that you talk to, but also be very careful who you share your marriage with,
or your life.
Because you just
your
don't
personal
know,
life.
What people are going to do with that information.
Yeah.
Like when Ryan and I get into stuff, we don't tell nobody in our family. Yeah. No, because people just have their own ideas of what relationships should be. I have 2 or 3 girlfriends that I talk about my stuff with, and 2 of them are happily married. Of course, like everyone else, they have their issues too, but they are fundamentally happily married people. And one of them is just a really good girlfriend that I trust, and there's no judgment, and she gives me sound advice. And when Ron and I were going through something difficult in our marriage, I talked to my single girlfriend, and she saw me through that. So everything isn't for everybody. And it was something that I didn't even tell my 2 married girlfriends. So, and just because if you are paying attention to your friendships, you know who can take what and who can support you through different things and who can be there for you in the way that you need them to be at that time. And it doesn't say anything negative about my other friends. It's just that you need to know your friendships and know what the limitations are in those relationships.
And I didn't tell not one person, not even one, because I thought I can just, I can handle it on my own shoulders. But
we got through it.
You gotta realize, man, I don't care how tough you are, I don't care how big you are, sometimes things will knock you down, and sometimes you won't get back up, and sometimes when you think you got back up, you really didn't. So you need someone to lean on, whether it's just find that particular person. Sometimes it could be a person you just met, but everybody isn't for the gossip, you know what I mean? Because you may tell somebody the wrong thing, and they may tell everybody else.
Yeah.
So just be careful, man. And you can have a relationship, whether it's gonna have its ups and downs, but as long as you stay positive and really mean it, and not being in some old BS relationship and really mean your relationship, you can make it happen.
Yeah. I'm glad we stuck with each other
Me
through
too.
all the bad stuff.
Me too. Because we do our best to be good people. Obviously, we get upset and we don't mean to say things sometimes to us or who we love or our parents or friends or family, whoever. We all get heated. But in the end, you make sure you keep those people that truly love you, you keep them in your corner.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more insight about us as a family, as a unit, as a married couple that are striving to be better in life and with our marriage and with our friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys took something from that. And you guys have a good one. Peace.
Bye.